more and more I realise how very fortunate I was to have those experiences, because they really don't exist now. When I left London to fly out to Canada, they said to me, "You're not very well organised, are you, dear?" So what that meant was I had been taught to dance very well, but nobody taught me anything else. Or rather, you know, the essentials of vaccination, of passports, of visas. This has all been done for me in the past. So in many respects, I've spent the rest of my life learning about other things. You know, I managed without money. People were always there to pick me up when I needed picking up. And I don't remember being afraid in any way, for whatever reason. You know, we're trained, so it's automatic. But there's a saying, if we miss a class for one day, we notice it. If we miss a class for 2 days, our audience notice it. I think ballet dancers have been put up against football players, and I think the ballet dancers came out on top. Dancers have a morning class every day. And then we would go into rehearsal and rehearse pretty much through the day. If we were performing that night, then we would rehearse perhaps just for 4 hours instead of 6 or 8 hours, whatever. But so we're you know, it's a job. It's our training. As I later transitioned into teaching, I loved the fact that I didn't have to do it anymore, but I could make others do it. Yes, well, mishaps happen, but we survive. I had to step in and cover for another female dancer who was bigger than me, taller, and consequently heavier. And there was a throw lift in the middle of the work, and we had very little time to prepare for it. We had sort of one rehearsal and then we were on stage. And the dancer who was throwing me forgot it was me and put the force behind that lift for the heavier girl. Yeah, shot across the room, and my eyelashes are doing this, and he threw me right off stage. I met my husband at the Royal Winnipeg Ballet. He was a Welshman, and he was the production manager of the company. We became a team and ended up with the Pennsylvania Ballet in Philadelphia. So he was the production manager there, and I again was in the company as a soloist. The day I got married, we had there was a matinee and evening performance, and we just went to the theatre. We got married in the morning and went to the theatre. I just enjoyed dancing that day, but somebody came off stage and said, "Oh, you were so good today." And because we were both in the same company, I didn't experience perhaps the challenges of a dancer who might have a partner or a husband outside of the theatre world. And in that respect, it did work. One of my children was actually born here in Gladstone. We were home for an extended holiday. And my second daughter was born in Philadelphia. It's a juggle, just like any family. I love the fact today, like with the Australian Ballet Company, they embrace young families, and they encourage it. And you see young children in the dance studio with their parents when they're taking class, and I think, you know, they give leave to the parents just like a regular business. That's a giant step forward.